National sporting bodies have an immense amount of power as they are governed locally by their own constitution and also charged with overseeing their own elections. So how are these organizations held accountable? Daniel McLeod explores.
Global Sport Administrator and Development Economist Dr. Nelson Christian Stokes believes there needs to be a significant shift in Jamaica's sporting governance structure for the country to progress. Dr. Stokes says Jamaica has a competitive advantage in athleticism, yet have not grasped how to monetize that superiority, even in the face of huge economic opportunities from the growth in the global sports market. According to Dr. Stokes, one way for sport to become a major contributing factor to national development is for the issues related to local sporting institutions to be addressed. He says local governing institutions need to be regulated.
That it is the role of national government and public interest to bring pressure to bear so that these infrastructure things are in place, so we don't permit or create an environment where the person in power has to have a moral argument with himself and seek to find better angels of his own nature in order to do the right thing. What we need to do is to set up the structure in such a way so that you are mandated, you are required to do the right thing.
Dr. Stokes said the local governing bodies for sport that benefit Jamaica, including track and field, football, netball, and cricket, should be run with a certain level of transparency.
These are public good institutions. And therefore, because of that responsibility to the country, right, you cannot just say, well, I'm going to take the accounts to the AGM and you're going to give them back because I don't want anybody to see them. Or I'm not going to share my selection procedure, right? Or I'm not going to share, answer any questions about funding of athletes or any questions about my membership role because I'm a private entity. And I think we need to move past that.
National sporting associations report to and operate under the rules of their respective world bodies.
This is a Jamaican institution representing the country internationally and doing work for the country locally. Mm-hmm. All right. What a lot of these groups have been doing is that, I report to the international body. You have no influence over me. I essentially do as I please, which is misplaced. Is misplaced thinking.
Dr. Stokes says the practice of local governing organizations reporting to their world bodies is flawed.
What we need is that oversight governing body that is responsible for the standards of governance in sport, and also the implementation of the national sports policy across the board. All right. And then the question becomes, what is the quality of that leadership and their efficacy in enforcing the standards? All right. And I think if we do that, then we at least have a structure to start holding people accountable. And it's not just, well, I got voted in, however I got voted in, right? I got voted in and therefore I'm doing what I need to do.
Dr. Stokes says there is a rubric that will help to get the ball rolling in the right direction. Dr. Stokes was speaking earlier this week on Hits 92 FM Sports Grill. Daniel McLeod, TVJ Sports.